Good afternoon, 12:10 p.m., January 22nd, 2018. I'm just going to get my ducks in a row here. Hey, JD, how you doing? Awesome. So Sartaj got in yesterday, and we have a lot on the go here. I'm great, JD. Things are good. We're hanging out in the tropics, getting stuff ready. So yes, Sartaj got here yesterday, and there's lots on the go because we're in temporary places, moving around, shuffling people, because there's a number of traders here through the winter at different stages. The house that we've got organized for our trading coaching groups that are coming, people that are coming in. Anyway, it's under construction. It's ready in about 30 days now. So it's busy in here. So, you know, there's a full office operation going on. So there's people coming in and out, and I apologize for being late here, and there'll be lots of interruptions probably. So anyway, we're moving along with the plans here. Anybody that doesn't know about them, we put them, or I've put them into memo form, and yeah, so they'll be on the website. Real quick here, just gotta sign off on something. It's just an unusually busy day. Most days aren't that bad, even with everything that's going on. It's just everybody's converging all at once here. Okay, so let's go through what I'm holding. I am holding, other than the few dogs from last year that I'm holding, most recent stuff, I'm holding some GSUM. I'm in 3/10. I'm right around my average buy right now. So this is the chart. If I bring the chart out a little bit, this is the daily chart. This is the pivot right here. Google Translate, sorry, I'm Sartaj, and I have to meet with a Ukrainian person here right away. A lot of Google Translate here lately. A lot of different languages on this one beach. Okay, so there's a pivot right here, and so I'm trying to get my buys in here. Right now it's midway, I guess, and that's kind of where my average buy is right now, that 1250 range. So I was hoping it would come down a little bit more and I was going to hit it again, but I'm in 3/10 size, so it's a fairly big sizing for this stock. Makes me a little nervous. Now, what I'm gunning for here is this quad wall at 1430, call it intraday, and I'm hoping to get a spike right through it. But if not, the 1430 is my mark. Got to 1315 this morning. This area might be a little tough, but I think we're going to get to that quad wall, and I'm hoping even further. But that's the general game plan. So I don't have a huge amount of technical there, other than this particular setup can do that quite easy. They tend to do it, and it's been strong technically. Good structure to the chart, very predictable. So I'm hoping for the best. I think it's going to work. Okay, so that's GSUM. The S&P, I had a weird ad in here. I added, I had sold before, you know, I trimmed down to 25% over the last week. Fantastic trade. And then I hit it for 1/10 sizing right in here, and it came off. I thought, oh, geez, what am I doing? But the market's so strong that I just didn't have a choice. I thought it was going to get away on me. So SPXL, I hit for 1/10 there about an hour ago, I think. So I am long SPY for now. And what else we got here? Facebook. So this play is working out fantastic. We bought the dip, and today is the big move. I trimmed, I believe, 25%. Yeah, I trimmed 25% of a 2/10 sizing, and with this size of a stock, that's a fairly big order for us. Well, it's significant. So anyway, I trimmed 25% of 2/10 sizing. I'm kicking myself for doing that, but I had to discipline myself in it. Now, this is going to be resistance literally right where it is right now, intraday. Do I trim another 25% here? Yeah. We're sitting pretty good here. I really shouldn't. Okay, so I'm not going to trim for now. I was hoping actually over lunch to get a pullback to hit it again. That was my grand plan there, but it didn't quite work. GSUM did pull back, but it didn't pull back far enough for me to hit again. The S&P did pull back, but I hit it before the pullback. Didn't hit it on the pullback. So those are three fairly sizable ones. GSUM, the actual dollar value is much less, but the sizing is the same. Okay, then I'm also watching ROKU. On the 60-minute chart, you could call it a falling wedge if you were getting a little creative about what you're seeing in the chart. But at the same time, you could also say there's a pivot in here. It's somewhere in here. If I look at it, say on let's look at a 4-hour chart here. Four-hour chart. So yeah, I mean you could describe it as a falling wedge, but really, for me, the trick is this pivot that's here. So there's support in and around where it bounced. This 200 on the 4-hour makes me a little nervous. It's getting pretty close to it. I mean, it's still got lots of room, I guess, 43.75-ish. I haven't taken an order entry yet anyway, but I like this setup. I think it's going to run. So, how do you do it? Well, you got to bring it down at least a ways, to get a feel. So here's the 5-minute. So it's obviously overextended on the 5. Here's the 15. Decent action on the 15 over the 200. Here's the 30-minute. Oh, so there it is. It's right up against the 200 on the 30. Now up over that, I think it was the hourly I was looking at. Yeah. So this is almost entry time. I hate to take an entry after it's up 5.7%, but it sure looks like entry time, doesn't it? So on the 60, it's shaping up, another 5 cents, and it's shaped up. On the 5-minute, how overextended is it? Where's the stock RSI? Stock RSI isn't bad at all. So this is where the bulls are in the 5-minute chart. You can tell here. So I hate to delay our midday, but I might just hit this thing right now. Wow, high a day, classic Kurt. But you gotta buy on strength, in my opinion. Might not break to the upside here, but then again. I do like this setup. So, you know, have your sizing right so that if it does come off on you, you can do the kind of things that I do, where I play off of my supports and stuff. If you don't cut quick, and I don't typically cut quicks, but I like to size properly. But both methods work. This is pretty sweet. Little setup here. Right at high a day. Here we go again. Kurt whacking something at high a day. What a guy. Well, let's take a look at the 1 minute here. Yeah. Okay, boom time. What did I get here? 42.68. I just got to make the announcement here quick. We'll get into our other stuff. So day trading. Oops. Day trading alerts. Long. ROKU. 42. 68. 1/10. Average. 1/10 size. Probably going to end up, I don't really want to swing this, but I'm probably going to. So I'll put this over on the swing side quick here. See, already came off on me. That's what you get for high day buys. That's why you gotta have your sizing right. If you're playing strength, you gotta size properly, because this happens very often. At least half of the time when I buy, it comes off right after, because you're buying right into strength. Of course, people are selling into strength. Okay, so there's my buy in ROKU. If it gets going here, I might even whack it a few times. It's definitely got room on the 1 here. The stock RSI is a little high, but there's volume coming in, so I'm not the only one. Huge liquidity, 2.9 million shares on the day. So we'll let this one breathe a little bit unless it gets up and over. So what I'll do is I'll set the alarm. Yeah, see? It's tough buying into strength. You gotta have that sizing right. So if it comes off, then I get the opportunity to hit it again, because I'm only 1/10 sizing in, right? 1/10 sizing, the beautiful thing about it is you don't have to panic. You can always trade out of 1, 2, 3/10 sizing. But if you don't have it right by the 3rd 10th sizing, you better think about cutting your losses. Everybody develops their own system. Okay, so let's. I got it alarmed. Actually, you know what? I'm going to alarm to the downside. Sorry, this is going so slow here. I'm almost organized. I think this might really run here. So Okay. Yeah, there's more buys coming in now. Look at that. Stock RSI is on its way down on the one, and the price is going up. This could be the afternoon runner here. On the 1 hour. Yeah, so we got to be really cautious with that 200 on the hour. That's quite a ways up. I'm just going to set one more alarm on this, because I think this is going to be a decent setup. So at 45.24-ish, it's time to really look at it if it gets there. I'm going to bring it back down on the 1, because if I can size into this thing, I might just do that. In this particular instance, I'd almost prefer that it wasn't so liquid and I just start whacking it. Very interesting. Well, it's either going to pop or drop. When it dropped there, they bought it up pretty quick though. And that little minute candle drop. Okay, so that's what's going on with me. Facebook play is doing fantastic. SLCA is green on the day, doing well. INSY green on the day. SPXL green on the day. ROKU just started the play there. JP is flat on the day, holding that, and GSUM is right in the middle of the buy zone. I want it closer to 1210-ish. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I'd probably, if I get down into this low of day 1230 range, I'd probably hit it again. So the portfolio is doing well again today. That's fantastic. That's important. Okay, now what else do I have to look at? Oh yeah, Sean had put in a stock to watch. We have Sean is good for PINC. Wow, this is a powerful setup. This baby rips. She's gonna rip. Oh, I messed up though. Anyway, you get the idea. PINC. Let's take a look. PINC. Sorry, this has been so informal here today, but first problem, I can't get formal, and second problem, it's busy. So these ones I'm going to leave up on the board. I need them up there. We'll just rotate through on this window. So PINC up just under a percent. Oh, I see why he's after this one. I suspect this isn't going to do it on the first try, but it could. Okay, so that's PINC. Very interesting. So we're looking for a price up over that 200, and then a setup. Technically speaking, stock RSI is pretty high. Well, it's maxed. MACD's even getting a little high, but pretty neat setup. Pretty aggressive Traded through the MAs under the 200 really well. As far as alarms are concerned, I think we went through them all. ORP I was looking at for an entry, but I never did take it. We did look at everything else though. Yeah, ROKU is backed off here a bit, or it's stalled. One other quick thing before we get into the momos on the day, I just want to look at the dollar. The US dollar. I'm scaling in, fairly large here in the portfolios, so I'm trying to keep an eye on the dollar and a few other things. What are we waiting for, people? Yay, Sartaj is here. You can start working on this. Get this system out of my way. What else is going on while we wait? Bitcoin trading 10-0, so 10661. That's really close to the pivot underneath. Our support, there's a support at about 98.20, I believe. And it's kind of the area to get your buy if you're going to go long. Doesn't mean it's going to hold, but that's your main support. So the closer you get to that, the better. The problem is when you wait too long, because you don't have size management, then you get left behind. So what's happened here is it didn't take the preferred, oh, it is in the channel, because this channel is this big. No, I thought it was this. So it's in the lower channel. So, and you can see how the 200 MA just coiling around it now. It's dangerous for people that rely on the dollar's weakness, because if nothing else, this looks like at least a short-term turn in the trend. Okay, so that kind of tells me where we are. Not very specifically, but close. Okay, so now let's take a look at the momos. LTBR, we know what's going on there. BIVV. BIVV. Okay. On the daily, up over the 200, doesn't have the history, so almost anything's possible. It sure is bullish. There's no doubt about it. Fundamentals, I don't know anything about it. I've never traded it. So this is a day trader's vehicle. You just got to watch it close and try and time your entries and manage your sizing, manage your stops. So this is VR. Could be a bottom play. Nothing real technically set up there. JUNO, so this was the one back in here when it was 17 or whatever it was. Called it up to 60 and got a little more, 74.85. SRNE, one that I held, that I sold for a tiny profit. It worked its way up over the 200 and it's been a champ ever since. ARRY, ARRY. Okay. This is just way too extended ARRY. I was looking at it thinking, dang, I was in this too. Funny how that works. Sometimes. Again, another one that's way overextended. This is one that it was a shoulda, coulda, woulda for me. Yeah, it's just anything that's that far extended, it's really hard to defend yourself buying something that extended. When I buy strength into high of day, I can defend that as sound trading principle if you know how to do it. HTGM looks fantastic here. It's already bounced off its 200 and the 20 minute at the same time. Totally classic. It's pretty good stuff. NYMX. It's not a good chart. I mean, it's there, but it's not. ZIOP working itself off the ground at the 100 MA. URGN. So this is a no history instrument to trade, and it hasn't done anything but go up. I mean, it's retracing, but BRN, fantastic. Little pad out in the water, close to, I mean. KODK, yeah, okay, there you go. There's really not a lot to get into because it's not structural, even though it's over the 200, and even though, you know, buddy, you won a bunch of money. FE. So the way that we need to do this, FE. Okay, I'm doing a swing report tonight. I'm gonna get into FE. There's lots of symmetry in that chart. I was looking at it earlier today. LTRX up over the 200. I moderately like this setup, and I just marked it. I'm going to get into that one tonight. ATRA way above its daily, way above its MAs. You got to let this thing come back before you play, unless you know you're an expert day trader. KALV, another chart, very bullish. So this clan is on. This group of people are in bull mode today. Edit. Been charting this one all the way through the move. Fantastic move, but you know, be careful because it's got to return to the MAs eventually. So preferably that's where you want your buy or into the strength. FATE, same idea, a buy, way up over the MAs. So there's a fair amount of that here right now, but at the same time, you know, you run into stuff like this character. Not a lot technically here, other than it is trading its MAs. So if you took a long position here, you'd want to be really careful near the 100. So ROKU is looking a little bit better here. Hopefully it doesn't dump when it tries again. Facebook's looking fine. GSUM looking fine. Okay. Yeah, I know all those. Okay, if you have any charts that you'd like me to take a look at or share with the team, throw them in. I'm just going to look through these really quick because I didn't get an opportunity before to look at these, the downers. Okay. AEIS from Sean. So here's GNMK. It's not bad setup. SRNE, almost up to 200. PKE, wow. 100 rip extended, boom. Jeez. Forward, yeah. XPIO, looked at that. Let's see if there's any of them. Got plans for. Okay. Mr. Sean, AEIS. Looked at PINC. PINC, yeah, I mean, it's setting up. Fantastic. Thanks for the setup. Also, Sean, I'm going to go through your notes that you sent me. I just haven't had a moment. It's been crazy. AEIS. Getting our new trading coaching beach house ready has been tricky. Well, you know, doing everything else. AESI. No, it's not SI. AEIS. So this is the daily. I see the setup here working. You're up over the 200. You're under the 100 though. Just price has got to get over that one last hump. If it gets over that, it's probably a long again. I'll put this on my list for night swing trading work that I'm doing, and I'll try and get it modeled. But it looks like it's going to go to me. MAs are sitting up properly. On the daily, stock RSI is a little high. MACD, lots of room. Squeeze momentum, lots of room. Yeah, it's a good play. So kind of the same situation here, you know, do you do anything before she leaves or do you wait until she leaves? Sorry, I was talking on my telephone there without my mic. Okay, what do we got here? BTC.H, didn't see that one earlier. Nope. AMRH. Wow, they just keep coming through my office here. Sorry guys. DPW, no. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. LITE, GALT. So this stuff isn't super structural today, but there's some opportunities in here. This CCIH, by the way, this is you know, a day trader's vehicle, so you have to be really careful with it. But this might go here. That's obviously the pivot. That's all the charts. So I'll just take a quick look at the ones I'm in here. GSUM. Sure be nice to get a buy down in that 1230 range. An add, sorry. SAN, oh yeah, right. No. Facebook. Okay, so it's strong. So I just got to get my S&P back up. And oil. Wow, did it ever come off at the quad wall? Great action there. BRKS. I'd like to take a look at that one. Come on, Mr. Computer. Wow. Serious, eh? Okie dokie. Oh, scanners. Let's look at them real quick here. Senate has votes to advance bill to end U.S. government shutdown. BRKS. If you're going to trade with these models, you want a fast computer. Don't use this as an example. Come on now, you can do it. Good Lord. Wow. Okay, I'll just load that after. There's no need to have it right now. So let's dig up Sean's here. BRKS. Wow, that's a great chart. Yes, that stock RSI being high isn't really a big deal. As long as you manage your sizing, and that's it. This is a really good setup. It gets up and over this, and it's got lots of room. It's right at the pivot right now. Wow, great chart. I get it. I really don't have anything else to say about it because you nailed it. Like, it's up over the 200. It's got the 20 coming up through the 50 underneath 200. MACD squeeze momentum. Your volume's increasing. It's up over the top MA. Beauty. Beauty. So you definitely have a pivot right where it is. But if I had to guess, you're going to get a pretty good run here. Stock RSI is really near the bottom here. Interesting play, Sean. Very, very interesting. Okay, so I've marked 5 actually that I'm going to look at tonight when I'm doing the swing reports. BRKS in the 60s, really interesting here. Cool. Well, there's some stuff there for you guys today for me to work on, and am I going to take another entry in GSUM? I doubt that I am. And Facebook, I was hoping for a pretty good relax of that bull nature there, and it didn't, because I was going to take another entry there. Just want to check my messages here, see if there's any other requests. No problem, Sean. Facebook, SCLA. So ROKU, ROKU is flat for my buys, or buy. SLCA, okay, yeah. Awesome, thanks for bringing in the charts, and I'll be back for futures tonight. I'll leave the room open. I'll get the swing reports and the videos posted tonight, so there'll be a ton of setups for the week. Okay guys, take care, have a good afternoon.